Hello. Sorry, we're just getting out of the training. Oh, Iman, I have your card.
You do? Okay.
You left it in the room yesterday.
Okay.
Your ID card.
I did. Okay. Thank you.
You can swing by and pick it up whenever you want to. I have it in my office.
Okay. Thanks.
So how's it been going?
It's been going good. Yeah.
How'd you like the training yesterday?
The training was good. I really enjoyed it. The dummy spraying the napkin in his nose and rubbing his.
Yeah. Oh, and Nance, you look cozy.
It's kind of funny because I didn't know this background was going to be here.
Hey, you look really. It went pretty good. It was mostly staff members that came, ambassadors, except for Iman. Iman came yesterday, but the rest of them, we had 4 of them show up to take the thing. So it was a decent group, and then there was a couple random people. I don't know who they were. I appreciate that the person doing them right now is our intern Ryan. Have you met him? He comes from a paramedic background, so he gives a lot of better examples, and he understands how the opioids work and everything. So I like that he's the one doing it because he feels more credible, in my opinion. Yeah, he comes in every once in a while, um, but he's in the MPH too. Actually, he's doing his internship right now, so he graduates right after this. Um, so all of the ambassadors were at the training just now. I don't know where they are now, but they know that the meeting is happening now. So I'll just give them a little bit more time to um, settle down and hop on. How was your weekend, Anand? I don't think I've seen you for a bit.
Stick the mic for me.
Yeah, it's been a week. I've been out of my office most of the time, um, and even all of next week, I'm not even gonna be here. I'm not gonna be in my office, but you can text me. Yeah, but that's my bad.
Aiden,
Yeah, hello. Oh, hey, Luis.
Kevin, I'm with Jackie. It's just my phone's not working right now. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's fine. No worries. As long as you can hear what we're talking about.
Okay.
It's mostly just gonna be me dumping a bunch of updates on you, and then you can ask questions. You can share your own updates, whatever you kind of want to do with it.
Thank you.
I'll give them a couple more minutes to see who else can trickle in. Javeria can't make it because she's working right now, but and Nick graduated, so he's not gonna join us probably. But we're waiting for Ben and Miriam. Maybe they'll join us, and then the rest of our new ambassadors. Hiba joined us this semester actually. Hiba and her friend Nimra, so that they might be hopping on soon. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, that's what they told us too when we had reported it. I figured no one was going to tell you anything. This is like, um, it's the whole politics of the university. Like when higher ups have a meeting and they decide that this doesn't look good, it just doesn't come out to anybody. But that's essentially, oh yeah. If a student, we're not going to grill anybody. The vending machine has the price to it, but if someone comes in and if they want to give us a $5, that's super helpful. But we're not going to keep it from anyone who needs it. So if they express that they don't have the capacity to get it, we'll just give it to them. It's okay. It was, it is, and legally it has to be out there for students. And our current office mission is that it is only for students. That's why we're funded. Is our funds are only supposed to be used for students. We're advocating for it to be for anyone, and we use the loophole of they're supposed to be confidential, so we don't know who is pulling out how many, and that kind of removes that barrier for students. But obviously, if anyone needs one, we don't want you to be stressing out and having to go pay 50 or $70 for a Plan B at Walmart or Target or Walgreens or anything. And other things that we put in there for everyone too, like the Narcan. We're telling anyone who needs one, you can go to the vending machine and grab one out there. So grab one from there. So if you ask us, that it's only for students, but practically it's not only for students. It's for anyone who can reach one. Hey Ben,
Hello. How's everyone doing?
it's okay.
Mhm.
Good to see you again.
It's good to again.
We're waiting for a couple more and then we'll get started.
For sure.
Actually, I'll just get started because now that I'm thinking about it, we have a lot to get through. Um, if anyone else joined, they'll just join us when they do and take it from there. Okay, let me share my screen. Did anyone take a look at the agenda beforehand and have any questions about anything on there? Okay, cool. Can you see my screen? Okay, see, thumbs up. Awesome. Um, so I'm going to start really quickly with updates from our department. I'm gone all of next week for a training, so I'm not going to be on campus. I am going to be working though, so I'll be checking my email and stuff. If any of you need me, I can reply, but I won't have the capacity to work on you hardcore on your projects because I have to like be in these trainings all day. So it'll be just like a quick email reply. You also have my phone number. You can text me if you need to reach me that way. But know that I won't have a lot of time to give to you just because of we have to get this training done. One of our nurses is also out, so don't be surprised if people get if the clinic gets busy and we can't see people for certain things. We only have two nurses right now. One of them is on vacation, and one of our nurses is our director. So she has like a million other things to do. So the ship is a little empty right now. Um, the last thing is that we are a little bit behind on our schedule to restock the vending machines, and we would appreciate it if any one of you had the time on Fridays to hit the vending machines. It'll be much quicker if we have help. Um, what we have to do is put together the condom bags. They kind of look like this. So we just like get a baggie, we put in condoms, we put in lube, we put in educational material in it, and we stock it in the vending machines along with the Plan B, the Narcan, the test strips, and that's it. And it's tedious and it takes time, but we want to have it filled up by every Monday so that people can get what they need, and we keep running behind. and that's not good. So if any of you are free on Fridays or any other day, really, you can swing by, help us out. We would appreciate that a lot. Yeah, Anand? It is, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Our nurses dip out when there's no appointments around like 4 o'clock. But I will be here, so if that's the time that you can make it, we can hit the vending machines and get that done with. You get to that. Okay, appreciate your help a lot, dude. You're really helping us out by doing that. They'll be both the vending machines. Yeah, we have the keys and the cart and everything you need to. Okay, let's talk trainings. I know I messed up the CPR for this month. I'm gonna fix that. So if any of you want to do the full training, I know you. I don't know if you got your cards already, but even if you have your card, if you just want to get the rest of the training, we're gonna do one in March again. That's gonna be the full 3 hours, and that hits a few extra modules that aren't completely necessary for our purposes because we are in higher ed, but it's good stuff to know, and it's technically a requirement for the CPR cards. So we're doing one in March. If you haven't done so yet, I'm going to let you when it is. We haven't scheduled it yet. It's not going to be in the P building because for those of you who were there, you remember the technology is ancient, and it took us like 20 minutes just to be able to project stuff. We're going to do it in the student union, and it's going to be the full 3 hour thing. If you just want to like go through everything again, come and do it if you need yours. Again, this training is free for you. It doesn't cost you anything. And it gets you your CPR card through the American Heart Association. So come by and do that training. Mental health first aid is different. The mental health first aid training involves you having to do 2 hours of online modules to prepare you for the course. And then it is a full day of training. So it's like 9 a.m. to like 3 or 4 p.m. And we'll provide you with some tasty lunch. We'll get you like something warm, sit down feeling. And then you have to take a survey at the end. But you would have to, if you're working, you would have to take time off to get this. The training is usually expensive, but we're covering it for you, and it lasts for about 3 years. There is only one date for this. I believe, and let me not lie to you right now, I'm going to pull up the... Are any of you familiar with CAPE? So CAPE stands for Community and Professional Education. It's a department here on campus that hires like contractors to come and teach courses for anybody, really. That's who we usually do the trainings with the Health Sciences Department. They're going through CAPE this time. So we're going to need all of you to register through the CAPE website. Let me actually change. How do I change this? Stop sharing. Share. Window. Which one? This one. So if you go to a browser, you type in NEIU CAPE, it'll take you to Community and Professional Education. It's the first link. You click on that. Oh my Lord, where do I have to go? Search classes. It's on the page. You can type in mental health first aid, the acronym. That probably will. It does not work. Okay. So mental health first aid, the courses are going to pop up. You want to take the mental health first aid for adults. That's going to be on April 26th. That's a Friday, I think. March, April 26th is a Friday.
So we take it at that time, or we have to take it before then?
You have to take it on that day. That's the day that the instructor is going to be in the classroom giving the lecture. So before, and this is going to be at El Centro. I don't know if you saw ELC 201. Before the course, you have to take 2 hours of online modules. And once you complete that, you come to the class. And it's a day long of lecture. and it's going to be a lot of doing case scenarios, practicing the skills, learning what to say and how to say it, learning the resources that are available to people, and that's going to be the whole like 6 hours or so, 5.5 hours of face to face. Now, I want you to note that it does cost money to sign up through CAPE, so don't do it yet. Our department is paying for this training for you. I will email you later on how we're going to do this. Chances are we're just going to use the P card, and everyone is going to get their training paid through the P card for this. But
what if you can't attend
count
this? What if you can't attend this?
Unfortunately, you won't get the certification because it's one of the required trainings for you to be a certified ambassador under the program.
There's no other day. It's just this one.
This is the only one so far. If it really doesn't work for you, Jenny and I can make an exception where you can take it somewhere else. You can find another organization that's doing it and go take it with them and provide the certifications to us, and we will find a way to refund you. It's a little bit more extra steps, but we would rather you get the certification this semester then.
Thank you. Yeah, because it really depends on my schedule, but I'm gonna check later today if that date doesn't affect it. But I don't think it should. What is it? A Wednesday?
It's on a Friday.
Oh, okay. So I would have to ask for the date since now. So let me try to get that undercover, and I think I'll be able to.
Okay. Yeah. Let me know if it works for you. Just email me. We'll communicate about it, and we'll figure it out.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Everyone's discussed their projects with me. If you haven't done so yet, email me and we're going to talk about it. But I think everyone should be fine. I'm going to double check and send out emails. Okay. Additional trainings. So you know that there's the ones that are required for you to get the certification. That's the agreement between the Department of Public Health and the university. There are extra trainings, though, that I send out all the time that you don't have to take, but they're good to know about. One of them, if you're into the sexual assault, domestic violence, stalking kind of field, Mujeres Latinas en Acción is putting on a 40-hour sexual assault crisis intervention training. Yeah, Nand? Oh, yeah, check that out, guys. I did read it. Yeah, it was really good. It was long this time, but it was really good. Yeah, guys. Okay, cool. That's a training that everyone was required to take, the bystander intervention. If you haven't done so, please do that. I will let you know if one other of those trainings are coming on. But within the subject of like bystander intervention and stalking, this 40-hour crisis intervention training certifies you by the state to be qualified to work with survivors of sexual assault, domestic violence, and stalking. And Mujeres Latinas, again, this is another training that's usually expensive. Mujeres is putting it on for $25 for students if you agree to volunteer with them for, I forgot how long, but if you volunteer for them, I can send you the email if you're interested. Just reach out to me, ask for the training. It's a really cheap training that they're putting on. It's usually more expensive than $25. So if this is something you're interested in, that certification is there. The Venezuelan refugees is happening next week on the 28th. It sounds really interesting. Unfortunately, I can't be there because I'm going to be in trainings, but this one, if you sign up for this one, it'll give you a chance to get newsletters from them. This is the Department of Public Health that puts on these types of trainings, and the webinars are always good. So sign up for these if you haven't done so already. The last one is for the Community Health Learning Collective. This is similar to our IDPH meetings, but it's for the HAP Foundation. They work with palliative and hospice care for people in Illinois. But their group, the Community Health Learning Collective, is intended to support community health workers. So they address every topic. And it's, I believe, a monthly meeting, but the entire meeting is just one training from a credible organization. So it's another awesome way to just get trainings under your belt for free and like back to back. So if you're interested in this one, let me know. One of the people that coordinated is actually one of our MPH students here at the university too. She's super awesome, so show her some support. But also, it's just a good group to join if you're looking to network and stuff. Is that Luis?
Yes.
Is that a bird? what's up?
Sorry. My girl has birds. Oh.
It's okay.
So basically, for the last one, I think that's the one that these are all additional, so we don't have to.
You don't have to. No.
But that one, if we do end up doing that, do we get a certificate as well for under them or no? For the last
You will
one?
not. These aren't certification trainings. These are just, it's a group that tries to promote research and education for community and public health workers. And so what they do is they recruit nonprofits who focus on different topics to come and talk about those topics. So it's kind of like up-to-date information on, like, I think the last one was like crisis intervention or violence prevention in urban groups or something like that. So it's just a good way to like get extra education and a good way to connect with other community and public health folks in Chicago.
And you said that you know somebody under there, right?
That's correct. One of the people that organized this group, she works for the Hat Foundation, but she's also a public health master's student.
Is there any chance you could connect me with there?
Yes.
I might not be able to go to all the trainings, but I depending on when and where, I might be able to join.
They're all virtual. Oh no, that's a lie. They do have a lot of in-person ones, but regardless, they put on a Zoom. So if you can't join in person, there's always the virtual one that you can listen to for that one. Okay, and keep an eye out for the IDPH. Are all of you getting the calendar invites for our public health meetings or no? Is anyone not getting the calendar invites?
It was just the BBH incident. We were walking all over campus like, yo, where is this? But
no. This is for our how do I say this?
The virtual the meetings?
No, this is specific. This invite should come from the Department of Public Health. This is, so if you remember, we are a part of the larger group of Illinois Public Health Ambassadors, Community Health Ambassadors. This is for that meeting. So
that one I haven't received those.
Yeah, I believe I haven't received any of those meetings either.
Okay, I will fix that. Hopefully this week you will get something.
Yeah, Jackie, she said, my girl also said that she hasn't received it.
Let me add you all to my meeting invite and use it for the meantime. You might all show up as Aiden, but that's okay. And I will make sure that you're all getting your own meeting invite links to join. So this one is next week, Wednesday at 3 p.m. And it's a virtual thing. You don't have to participate. Say if you're busy, throw on your headphones. I've gone shopping and listened into the meetings, but it's really good information for what we should be doing. So every meeting they're like, this is a priority for IDPH, what we should be focusing on. And they drop a ton of good information for us. And we have to operate in line of what the larger group is doing. And we're a part of this team. So please show up and participate with the group. Okay, let's talk. Okay, cool. Let's talk about upcoming events. So I shared a calendar invite not a calendar invite. I shared a semester calendar on the agenda. So you can click on this and check out what's going on. These are events that you are welcome to support us with, but I also want to encourage you to piggyback off of these things. And if for your project you're planning an event or you need an audience, schedule things during these events or around these events so that you can piggyback off of what we're doing. But also, if you want to show up and support, do that. There's a couple of things that are coming up next month. On the 4th is the Latino College Expo. If you are here to support, please join our table and help talk to students, help share the mission that our office is doing. The following week in April is our health fair. That's another huge one. We get hundreds of people. We will need help managing that event. And then the last one that I would say is our stress-free zone in May. These are very large events. I will email you before something before those events happen, to ask you to support us during to kind of staff the events and just be like extra hands, please. But this, as raggedy as it looks, this is what's happening this semester from health services. So use this as your. I'm updating this all the time with what's gonna happen available. And if not, just know that this link is where you can go to see where everything is happening.
Wait,
I also
hey,
go ahead.
so for that, where can we get the calendar again?
It's on this meeting's agenda. So if you go to the agenda, it's hyperlinked under upcoming events.
Perfect.
You can click on that. You should all have access to it, but if you don't, let me know and I will give you access to it.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm racing through these, guys. We're gonna get out before the time's up. I'm working to form different partnerships. Someone from California is calling me. I don't care. So for my job, I'm working on these different collaborations. This is an opportunity if you want to help me to learn how to communicate with other people professionally, how to form partnerships, how to all the logistics behind collaborations, and a lot of event planning stuff. This is what's ongoing right now. You're welcome to tag in on any of these if you're interested in them. So I'm just going to kind of throw them out. And it's also what you can expect to see this semester. So we're working with the National Headache Foundation to do something for veterans to address any headache disorders that they might have from PTSD or head trauma during their service. And at the same time, we're trying to do workshops and outreach for to promote resources for people who suffer from headaches and migraines frequently. So that's a very low-key thing that we're doing. With the Friendship Center is a food pantry. This one hasn't gone much kind of ways yet because it's tied up with student affairs. But we want to do a cooking demonstration and workshops in campus about nutrition and food insecurity and whatnot. We also want to set up more table in New Village Square for them to come to campus and share the resources that they have going on. And they're always looking for volunteers and interns. So if you want to do work that looks like handing out food to folks, preparing meals to give out to people who are food insecure, you can reach out to them. They will give you some time to volunteer with them and give back to the communities that they serve. They're right down the street, so they're not far from here. And they want to be more involved on campus, so you might even see them here eventually. Gift of Hope is kind of a weird one, but they also are surprisingly rewarding to us. So if you don't know what Gift of Hope is, it's an organ and tissue network. So people who need implants, the Gift of Hope is kind of that mediator. So they find where they can collect organ and tissue from people who are deceased and take it to someone who might need a transplant right away. They're that person who make that connection. And it's kind of a weird one. I feel like most students who are into healthcare might be the ones that would be interested in collaborating, but a lot of our interns have worked with them before in the past. They're really good, in my opinion, for giving you outreach experience. They get all the good stuff. They have a surprising amount of money, and they've taken us places like working within the Pride Parade or doing Bollywood on the beach. It was one of them. It was a volleyball tournament at the beach here in Chicago. Those events are awesome. Just not only for like working, but also just for fun. Like going to them is super awesome. So if you want to go volunteer for them, know that you'll have to learn all about organ and tissue donation, but it's also a really fun and rewarding experience in terms of being able to network and meet. They're always looking for volunteers to go do those events with them, but they also want to come to campus and do trainings for us. So I want to take a quick poll from you all. Who would be interested in them coming in and doing like hour-long trainings this semester on everything that you need to know about organ and tissue donation? So who's interested in this topic? I'm counting 1, 2. This might help. She's promising food. She says that's 3. She says if she comes here, she'll bring a lot of food for us. So that's her incentive to get us interested in the topic. Okay, I see 3 people, and I feel like that's enough. I'm gonna ask them to come. I'm gonna give them the green light, and we're gonna set up like a classroom. Hopefully the food is good. If not, we're not bringing them back. Are you gonna say they wanted to do it just for us, but I feel like we can open it to everyone to come in and be a part of it. I feel like the future health professional student club might be another org that I'm gonna reach out to for these for those. Yes, no. Okay. I okay. I will do that. I will do that to try to reach more people. Um, and we'll see how we it's probably not gonna be ready by Thursday. I have to reach out to them and give them the green light, but then I'm also gone next week. So this might take a little bit. Probably next month I'll be able to give it to you. Okay. So that's Gift of Hope. Hamdard Health Alliance wants to bring a mobile unit that does health screenings and tests for everybody. So it'll be open to the community. That's another one that we're trying to set up. But they also do health education workshops. They said stuff like hepatitis B, diabetes, cardiovascular health. We're probably going to bring them here to do one of these workshops for us. But one that you might also be interested in is the mobile unit. To get that thing here is going to be a lot of coordination. So you'll be really flexing your event planning and logistical skills on that one. Um, they're also the people that do the health insurance enrollment things for us every November. They coach people on how to get health insurance. And the last one is with Apnagar. Apnagar, similar to Mujeres, is an organization that helps survivors of sexual assault, domestic violence, and stalking. They are focused on the um, Asian population. So they will provide the same services, but they will be tailored culturally, and the translation services will be for Asian languages, and you can kind of put the picture together. They're working in a stalking workshop. I I want to invite them to do it during our next meeting. Um, it shouldn't take too long. It'll talk about, I believe, stalking in higher ed, because we were having a conversation with them. We're looking at the numbers from the three, right? Domestic violence, stalking, and sexual violence. At Northeastern, stalking happens the most. So that's one that they're trying to address on campus, and they think this group would be a good place to start to bring in that workshop and kind of provide some education around it. So I'm thinking about having them come on March 6th and do a virtual presentation for us on that topic. Um, who would be down for that? Does anyone vote for yes? They want to be a part of that training or is interested in learning about that information.
What day is it again?
March 6th.
It's on March 6th at 1 p.m. It'll be during our next team meeting.
I won't be able to. Wait, March 6th, you said, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because I gotta go to my high school.
that's right. You told me. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, man. I would love to, man. But do you have another one coming up soon? Like that one?
I can set another date up if you're all well. Is anyone who all is interested in learning about this? No, IDPH is on the 28th. They want to come the following Wednesday during our team meeting. But if y'all can't make it, but you want to take the presentation, I can schedule it another time that works for everybody. I'm trying. Okay, works for you. But do you all want to learn about this? I'm getting kind of yes from Anantha and Jacqueline and Luis. Is that okay? Should I bring them? Okay,
Yes.
I will tell them to come then. I'll say yes for next Wednesday, and if you can join us. If not, I'll schedule them for another time too, so that you can listen in and be a part of that. That's correct. March 6th is 2 weeks. Well, a week. Oh yeah, 2 weeks from today. Okay. Another thing that they want to work on is so within a lot of the Asian cultures, the parents kind of um, dictate a lot of the intimate partner relationships that the children have. So you've heard of things like arranged marriages. Um, there is interpersonal violence or gender related violence in this relationship. So we're finding that a lot of people are being forced into arranged marriages. A lot of children, not children, they're adults, but a lot of the kids in the family or the I don't know, I guess children, a lot of the children in the family are getting a lot of retaliation when they are in intimate relationships outside of the consent of their parents, or if they refuse to abide by their arranged marriage. Um, there's a lot of violence around those situations. So Abnagar wants to address that with some initiative. They talked about doing workshops on campus. They talked about putting together lectures. They talked about doing outreach. They talked about putting communication mechanisms together to do that. And so, what they offered is if any of you would be interested in participating in this project, they're opening it up to students. So, if you want to be a part of that team that addresses this form of interpersonal violence between parents and Asian uh, uh, gosh, I still don't know how to say it. Kids, Asian young adults who are trying to have um, some control over their intimate partner relationships. That's a project that they're going to be putting on, and they're awesome to work with as well. So if any of you are interested in being a part of that team, let me know, and I can make that connection, and you can start working with them on it. Okay. Um, that's all that I had on the schedule. We got done. We have like less than 15 minutes left. Does anyone have any questions about anything or want to add something to our agendas for today? This might not even be only for students. They're still trying to figure out what type of initiative they want to put together. These are just some ideas that they threw out there. My guess is if you join the team, you're going to be a part of that brainstorming and kind of a consultant if they want to tailor it to higher education. But higher ed is the demographic where a lot of the students are dealing with this type of relationship. So it's probably going to be for higher ed if you're part of the team. But again, they don't know what it's going to be. It could be a workshop, could be a lecture, could be a series of marketing and communication materials. They're still kind of in the initial stages of this project. Yeah, so if you want to join them, let me know and I can connect you with them. Are there any questions about the agenda in general, though? Anything that we talked about today? Um, anything that you want to add? Because if not, we can go. I'm hungry. I'm trying to eat something. Okay. Well, thanks for joining me, y'all. Feel free to email me if you need
Hey,
anything.
Aiden,
Yeah, go ahead.
one question. Uh, when is the vending machines? What time would it be at for
Yeah,
Wednesday?
we usually just do it when we're free. It can be at any time if you're free on Friday.
All right.
We just
Your email.
okay. Yeah, you can email me and we'll set up a time to
Wait,
do
okay,
that.
perfect.
All right. Well,
Good work.
yes, you can. Anyone can come in on Friday. Just let me know when you're coming, and we can work in either stocking the packages to put in there or physically going to the vending machines and swapping stuff out. And if you have any ideas of how to make the vending machine better, let me know too. We're always trying to improve that situation that we have there. Yeah. I looked into it. I learned that Student Union has drapes, and Jenny claimed that we have some. So that's probably something that we're going to be putting up soon for those vending machines. Okay, thanks for joining me. Go enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend and everything if I don't see you anymore.